Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be going through what I made in June. So this video is a little bit overdue. I usually do this as my first video of each month, but I just did not have the time or the energy to film this. And I'm going to be doing this one a little bit different. Instead of showing you the physical product, I'm going to be putting a picture. I do have a few things to show, but most of the things I have are packed away with all of my products and my crafter stuff, so I didn't really feel like digging them out just for the sake of this video. So I'm going to try something new and put some pictures on the screen for you guys, so hopefully that goes good. We shall see. In June I made quite a few things. I tend to get on a kick of making things and then I just make a lot of them all at once, and this past month it was pouches. I went crazy on the pouches. So let me show you some of the pouches that I made. So these are some of the pouches that I made. I made froggies, I made piggies, I made ducks, I made bears. I made so many little pouches. I do have two pouches that I was working on at my last craft fair to show. They're not done yet, I just haven't finished them. This one's gonna be a froggy. He just needs his little eyes and smile and all the rest of the finishings, and this one will be all done. And then this one is a new creature. This one's going to be a ladybug. So I think I'm gonna sew some buttons on. Sew some buttons on for the eyes and sew some buttons on for its little spots. I think it's gonna be really cute. But I've been obsessed with these pouches. They are just the perfect size for the your cards and cash or whatever. And I've been putting little O-rings on them so you can attach them to things, which I think is really nice. So I do have this little pouch on here that I just made a granny square for, but I think I will be replacing that with a cute little custom animal pouch for myself. I made 6 pouches in total, and then I have 2 that are almost done, so 8 in total, we'll say. Then I made this one bucket hat. This one was super cute. This one, I really like the way it turned out. I definitely think I would do this again with a different color changing yarn. I'm definitely going to be investing in getting some yarn for hats in specific, like strawberry hats and other fruit hats. I plan to continue to move in the cotton direction for the hats from here on out. The next thing that I made was I made some of these cute little mushroom charms. These are one of my best sellers. They go most of the time, especially these cute little red and white ones. They just are super cute, classic little mushroom. The next thing that I made is this beautiful bolero. I am obsessed. I'm obsessed. I think I have to make a million more because it was super easy. It came out really good. I did a whole little reel on my Instagram about steaming it, and it was so satisfying to watch the sleeves just stretch out. I really liked the yarn that I worked with. It was a Big Twist acrylic yarn, I believe. I don't remember the name of the yarn, but it was really pretty. I got it really long ago when Joann was closing. It feels like it was forever ago, but it really wasn't that long ago. So that was one of my last Joann purchases, and I finally ended up using the yarn, and it came out really pretty. I definitely do plan to make more. I currently have that in my stock to try and sell. I know it's a little warm out for a bolero now, but you never know. There are cool summer evenings, so hopefully it sells at some point. I'm very excited. I'm definitely gonna make some more. The last thing that I made in June is probably my favorite. I'm really proud of this piece. It's beautiful, it is well executed, and everything about it just feels very chic, very fancy to me. And that would be this beautiful blue beaded bag. And this bag, I love this bag. I love this bag. I will be making more. I have many of ideas in my head for the next one. I've got some yellow t-shirt yarn, I've got some green t-shirt yarn, I've got some purple t-shirt yarn. Now that I've made this bag, I definitely can see myself using these yarns to continue this style of bag. I just am, the details on this bag are so good. And it's not even really that detailed. It was literally just half double crochet in the round with a couple increases here and there to get the size I want. And then I have a large stash of like super small amounts of yarn. So I went through my stash and I found a blue variated yarn that kind of had similar tones in it, and I whipped up some of these cute little puff flowers, except in the blue. And for the centers of the flowers, rather than making something crochet, I sewed on beads that kind of matched the handles and the wooden shades in the bag. So I think it came out really, really good. The liner came out so good on this bag. I actually did a whole new technique. This is gonna sound crazy, but I properly ironed all of my fabric beforehand, before sewing, which I know is like, you really should do that, but I had not been doing that. I had just been like lightly ironing it just to get like the folded creases out, but I actually like folded all my edges over and ironed them, and it made sewing so much easier. I will 100% be doing that from here on out. I also tried a new pinning method, which was spectacular. Previously I had been putting all my pins in like horizontal. This time I put them in vertically. It was fantabulous. I was very satisfied with the whole process of sewing the liner on this bag. It went really smoothly. I even ended up pinning the fabric to the bottom of the bag so it can't be pulled out, which is cool. And for this bag, I decided that this is going to start my shift towards really properly charging for my stuff. When I go to shows and I see people who have amazing work at a very low cost, it makes me think that they're doubting themselves, or you know, they don't believe in themselves fully. And I definitely had that feeling for a while, where I was not necessarily doubting myself, but also not having full faith in my art, and you know, believing that I was creating for a purpose. I kind of was just making stuff and trying to sell it. Now I'm taking it up a notch, and I'm very passionate about the stuff that I make and what I do. So I feel like that needs to reflect in my prices, because I don't want to just let things go for $20 when it took me a long time and I was passionate about making it, and it's something that I'm proud of. I can't just let that go for nothing. I'm proud of myself for charging a little more for it. Hopefully it sells at that price point. Who knows, maybe it'll even sell for more. I may end up raising my prices at some point this year still. You know, we're only halfway through the year, so we've got tons of time to see. But overall, I think I had a really good month in June. I did 2 shows. It was good. Both shows were good. Yeah, I made quite a few things. Not too many things, but enough things. Again, sorry this video is a little late. I know it's usually my first video of the month, but it is a-okay. We all have our hiccups here and there. I'm actually excited to announce that now that I have reached 50 subscribers, I am going to be starting to build my online shop. That was a goal I set for myself, where, alright, I gotta get 50 subscribers before I start to sell online. So I am actually going to be starting to take the steps to properly build myself a website, or maybe I'll do Etsy. I'm not really too sure yet which one I'm gonna go for. I'm excited. I will be starting to build more of an online presence through Instagram, and I think I'm gonna start a TikTok. We shall see. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more content from me. And leave this emoji if you made it till the end. I appreciate anybody who did watch till the end. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the things that I made this month. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about the picture pop-up? Is that a cool method, or do we prefer to see the physical product? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!